You dealing with a woman. You married to her. You married to her for years, right? You got 3 kids by the woman. No, excuse me. The woman has 3 kids upon you meeting her and getting married to her. And, you know, they was relatively young. None of them was over 10 years old when you married her. Okay, now you 10 years into this marriage and the kids is getting a little older. Kids is older. You finally get this woman pregnant with your own son now.
Well, how many kids she got again?
She got 3.
Okay.
She got 3. She got 2 older boys and she got a younger girl. Okay. You have a girl by her also. This is the baby of the litter now, of the family that you have.
Okay.
Okay. About 4 years into you having this brand new baby, right? This brand new little girl. You got an older son, but it's your stepson by her. You walks in the room, right? Upon one day of, you know, relaxing, probably vacation off from your work or whatever, walks in the room.
I ain't liking where this going.
Where your daughter was at. And you catch your oldest stepson in there, fondling her with his penis in his hand, and he's touching on her. And you snap right out. You runs in, you kills him. You beats him to death right then and there.
That's probably what happened, yeah.
The beats him to death right then and there. Now, now that's a man doing it. If your wife would have did it, right? If your wife would have did it, now let's switch the roles. Your wife comes in the room, see your daughter getting raped by your oldest son, but this is not her son. She likes him to carry. She pulls out, fires his ass up, and kill him. Do you want to see your wife do life in prison behind that?
No, he does. No, he deserved that. He's taking advantage of a child. He's taking advantage of his authority over a child. He deserves whatever. You know what I mean? That's what she did.
Because you're going to jail.
Because if I quit her, I'll probably take the gun from him and probably do it myself.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, like I said, you violating a kid, a child, a little girl.
Okay, well, let me ask you, do it get trickier if this is your biological son? Because it might be, because when I asked the question the other day when me and a group of people was talking.
It don't change, bro.
It becomes tricky when, like say, because I want to know how the woman would feel. This is your husband. This is your husband. You just had a brand new baby by your husband, but you got 3 other kids that's not his biological kid, but he been there raising them for years on end like they his. He comes in and see this act getting committed to his daughter by you, by your son, and he kills him. Do you want your husband to do life or go to prison for a long time? This is what I'm asking to the ladies. But I present the question to you. If your wife did it, would you want your wife to do, because she killed, this is your son. This is not her son that she killed. But she been there raising him with you because y'all a family now.
Yeah.
But this is your biological son, because now, is it going to be something in your mind like, dang, she killed my son? Like, dang.
But he was out of pocket.
Yeah, he out of pocket. But we ain't saying he ain't. But you killed my son.
I'm not going to be able to get past the fact that he was out of pocket, because at the end of the day.
But killing him?
But listen, what I'm saying to you is, because if he has that sickness in his heart, in his mind, that's going to continue on. So now I can't even trust him to be in the house no more. I can't trust him to be around the kids no more, because he's already proven to be who he is. So that's a sickness. And
that's very much a sickness. But I'm asking you the hell with all that, bro. The hell with all that, the sickness. We can get into that. We're talking about you. Your wife did it. Would you feel she has to go to jail?
Nah. She probably is going to go to jail, but
I'm talking about, would you want her to go?
No.
She killed. This is your son. This is your force, not hers, though.
No, I'm paying for the lawyer. I'm paying bail if I got to. I'm putting houses up to get her out. Whatever I got to do to get her out.
Yeah.
Because I understand why.
Damn, I don't even know how to answer that. What y'all think, audience? Man, ask me. Do you?
What you gonna do? You gonna say no? She wrong?
I'm not gonna say she wrong, because she not wrong. But man, you killed my son. Like, why you don't leave it to me? Like, I probably wouldn't have killed her son doing that to my daughter. But he'd have a life-altering experience that day. But killing, even though the crime warrants this, and I don't promote anybody to go out there and kill and all that, no, let the judicial system take action and do their job. That's how we function as a civilized civilization. But other than that, us as a human aspect, we as humans, because that's how we go to jail a lot. Our emotions outride our logic. And that's not to say it's wrong. You come in there and catch a grown man, whether it's your son or not, fondling your baby 3-4-year-old daughter, you don't know what the hell you're going to do. But I'm just talking about in hindsight, after it's all over, do the man need to go to, I want to ask the ladies, how would you feel if you had your son, your biological son, which your husband was raising, but it's not his. You finally have a kid by your husband, and 3-4 years later, after you have a girl, your oldest son does this to your daughter, which is his daughter, and your husband catches him and kill him, do you want him to go to jail? Or can you be like, damn, that's a hell of a joint though, bro? From a woman aspect though, from you dealing with women and having wives and stuff like that and being, you know, a hetero, you know the woman aspect somewhat anyway, because, you know, you'll never fully guess a woman layers. But do you think a woman could sit with that and be like, damn, or yeah, my husband killed my son, but he was raping our daughter, but like, what you think, Fee? You think they're gonna let the emotional, because this is
from
a hell of
a woman's standpoint, I think she probably be a little torn between the two, but she probably will be more so siding with the husband, because at the end of the day, I think that she will probably be like, he's harming our small child. Now, she may not want him to get killed, but if that happened, nothing good. Like, what do you say to somebody that does something like that? Like,
I don't even know. I don't even know where to even approach the situation.
How do you deal with it? Do you call the police and get you got to either call the police or kill them? You got to, because at the end of the day.
So we skipping over ass whooping.
No, nobody's not doing that. Whatever happens, if I catch somebody doing something,
so you won't just stomp him out?
Man, listen, man. I don't know what. Listen, I know that if I had.
This is your biological son, Fee. You caught your biological son doing that to his sister.
If I had a firearm, I probably would use it.
Yeah,
I probably would, because I don't know. I mean, or I would really
just answer it, Fee. You all over the place.
No,
answer
I'm
the question,
saying,
Fee.
I can see being in range.
Exactly.
I might go in and put my hands in, then I might be in the crib and like, oh, it's a firearm, and I might go use it. I don't know, because I got 4 girls.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I heard how your voice just broke up.
And I know how affected they can be
off of that one act like that. Yeah, for the rest of their existence, this will carry in them.
Yeah.
But the question is, should the man go to jail if he did that? From the ladies, would you want to see your husband in jail after killing your biological son for raping your biological daughter, which is his biological daughter also, and vice versa for the men? If you came in a room and you caught, for the men, if your wife goes in a room and catch your son raping your daughter and your wife kills him, your biological son, do you want your wife to go to prison for killing your son, for doing this act to your daughter? That's the question.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is this, like I said, I think a lot of people not gonna really care. What if you know what I'm saying? I don't say care, but it's not gonna be to the point where it's like, you know, they mad at the result, because at the end of the day, you caught them doing something crazy. That's like catching your wife. You know how people say that's probably worse than catching your wife doing something. But you know how people say they plead temporary insanity or a love crime, where though they catch their wife cheating with a man, and they go get a gun and they kill him, or if they come in with a gun, they kill a man. And so for me, I understand, man. I understand.
It was just something that me and the men was just kicking around on on a park bench, man. It's something that goes on. It just happened recently in I got it right here. I could pull it right up where it just happened at, to where as though a husband, and I can read it to y'all real fast. This is a major crazy joint, man. Bad joint, man, that happened. But it's like, damn, where do you go from there? Like, you killed us. Like, do you think that relationship will ever be the same with the husband and the wife?
It would be at the time, because
could you look at your wife the same after she killed your son for doing that?
Yeah.
You could love her the same forever?
Yeah. I could. I mean, I'll be hurt behind it, because I would be like, damn, like, you know, but no way is that even cool.
A man in Detroit, Michigan, killed his own 15-year-old son for sexually assaulting his 3-year-old half sister. You know what I'm saying? And this was carried out a couple days ago. That happened in Detroit, whereas though these things went on. And I wish I could have threw it up on the screen for you, but he killed his 15-year-old son, man, for sexually assaulting his 3-year-old half sister.
Yeah, man. I mean, are you?
That's a crazy joint, right?
Are you mad about that? I mean, are you mad that he did that?
No, I'm not mad. I'm just saying, if it was my son,
that kind of sickness cannot be trusted.
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right.
He could never be in the house with me ever again.
He could never be in the house with you, just you and him. What about just you and him?
He probably me and him, like, all right, it's me and him, but he can never be, it's gonna be awkward. He can't never be around his sisters really alone. They not gonna trust him. How is he gonna interact with the one that he did that to? How are they gonna be when they be around each other when I got him around, knowing that way he did to her when she was young? She may not even remember it because she may be a kid and she may get older, but I know what happened and he knows what happened and everybody know what happened, but they interact and I can never. How do you deal with that in your household? That's an awkward situation. He goes to jail, comes home as a kid. Now you gotta have him living in a separate house, and then you got the other thing living over here. Because it's just crazy. And then if somebody get killed behind that, if he get killed behind that, of course you gonna like, shit, kid, you don't want to see nobody dead, but it's like, all right, he did do some foul stuff.
Yeah, but Jordo, this is all the way real. I see your comment in the comment section, man. This is real, Jordo. This happened in Michigan. This is something that can take place and happen. This is a real live question night. This is not something that's, we just talking far off topic. No, this is something that can happen in your home, my home, his home. You don't know the kids. You could raise them as best as you can, but if you really, you don't know a kid until you do some wild shit. And that's some wild shit. But now, what I'm asking is, if your wife killed your son for catching him do this, how would you treat her from here on out? And vice versa. Ladies, if you caught your husband killing your son because he was fondling your other daughter and your husband murdered him right there on the spot, would you look at your husband and want him to go to prison?
Listen, man, any man, I'm talking about every man that's probably in this chat, man, make sure I hit the like button. Anybody that's in this chat, it's going to be hard to find a man that's not going to try to harm him in some way, shape, form, or fashion, which may lead to him being killed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be no way. I mean, I'm saying it's going to be a very, very small amount of people who not going to want to kill that person. Because the person will, it's just out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? And this is a baby that
three-year-old baby
can't defend themselves. You know what I mean? And you're taking advantage of her, snatching away her life. You destroying her life.
Yeah.
You know?
I can see you taking this a little personal, because you're taking it a little personal because you got a bunch of girls.
No, I got sisters. I got nieces.
Yeah.
I got nieces. I got little cousins. I got people that, I wouldn't want to see this happen to. And the thing about it is this stuff that you're speaking about is really real. This stuff happens to people, little kids all the time, male and female. And these people in the jails is filled with individuals that have done this to little kids. I'm talking about grown men to young teenage boys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
James the Flame, man. James the Flame, go ahead and elaborate on your answer, because you said that you wouldn't want your wife to go to jail upon an act like this, but you said the relationship probably be over 9 times out of 10 after that, though. Well, is you done with her after she killed your son for doing this act to your daughter? Could you, I mean, is you done with it? Like, because you're telling me the relationship is over. That's what I just read in your comment.
But what I'm saying is, so like this leads back to the jail point, the jail aspect of it.
Okay, somebody tapped in from Detroit. I'm tapped in from Detroit. Yeah.
Yeah. So the thing is this, though. What I'm saying is the jails, the federal and state pens are filled with men who embarked upon these type of acts. And the thing about it too, man, like, we didn't heard about situations, and I didn't been close to a situation like that, where these allegations was made against somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And the reaction from the men that was around this man when his allegations was made, I was almost a little disappointed. It changed the way I thought about the person, for me. And people was like still accepting him with allegations, things that was true. People still being around him. You know what I'm saying? And I never understood, like, I just thought that was just fake.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why I be backing all people a lot, because I be sitting back to see how people move with certain individuals.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, like, this person got accused of this, and it's like certain people may have a bad rep of being a drug user or a person that mess up money. Like a person that stop messing with a person who mess up money faster than they stop messing with a person who's a pedophile. Like a person got a bad rep for messing up money and, you know, whatever case may be, having an addiction. People sometimes, man, like turn the blind eye to stuff just because that's their man, that's their homie on duty. You turning your body, you turning the blind eye to it. And I seen it, and it really made me sick to my stomach a lot of times. And it's like people just sweep stuff under the rug, but you don't really take a look into that. And then people will talk about the person behind their back and say, yeah, well, I'm just keep my kids away from him. But you're still hanging with this individual.
Mm-hmm.
When you going to have a conversation amongst men about, yo, is this true? What really happened here?
Mm-hmm.
But instead of I'm going to turn a blind eye to it never happened. And then still allow these people to have a voice, a say so around the way and in certain neighborhoods. Y'all got these people like, yo, I don't be respecting stuff, man.
Yeah, so with that being said, you ain't cool with that. You ain't cool with that.
Nah, man. Nah.
So if your wife was to did that, you totally wouldn't want her to go to jail.
No, I wouldn't want her to go to jail. No.
Yeah, I don't know how
He did a heinous act. He deserved the jail or get what he got. Cause I would have came home and then did something to him and if I wasn't there. I'm walking in the door. You can't get that phone call. I'd rather get the phone call. Well, you get that phone call, right? And they're telling you that happened. How you going to digest that phone call? Not on duty. How you going to digest that phone call? How are you going to? You at work. You just get you working. You got your job, and your wife call you like, yeah, this happened. And you be like, what? Did you kill him? So I probably would ask, like, did you kill him? Like, yo, all right, I'm on my way there. Like, cause when I get there, he better not be there. My little baby.
4-year-old baby girl.
Come on, man. Y'all got daughters. Y'all got because it happened to little boys too. I got little babies. Everybody got little babies. I got a little baby in the house. And if somebody ever was to do anything to him that I don't like, not saying everything will warrant death, but certain things will warrant death, and I will be willing to go extra mile for that little boy because I know he's an innocent child.
I agree. I agree with you full-heartedly.
He's smiling and laughing, and his day is, you know, sucking on the breast and laying on the chest and going to sleep. That's his day. He ain't looking over his shoulder, right? And then you want to take advantage of a little kid who's just want to, you know, play with some toys and watch TV or whatever the kid does. You're taking advantage of this kid who doesn't have any defense. You know, they can't defend themselves in no way. So you taking advantage of this kid, bro. Like what? And then you want people to be lenient on you. Nah, man. Ain't nobody dealing with that, y'all.
Quick second, y'all, man. Hit that like button, man, before we go ahead and get on out of here for the day, man. We ain't gonna keep happening, yeah, man. We bringing y'all some real live content, man. There's over damn near 200 people in the chat, and there's only 55 likes, man. What y'all in here just seeing what the hell is going on? What y'all in here just snooping around, seeing the competition? Ain't no competition, man. Ain't no competition, man. And I don't say that. I say that respectfully and humbly. I say ain't no competition because we ain't in competition with nobody. We just coming here to tell you real live, direct stuff that keep you out of prison or a situation that can cause you to make the best decision in the situation. That's all, man. It's free to hit that like button, man. It's just like breathing, man. That shit do not cost. But yeah.
So right. So now, other question is, if she don't kill him and you come home and you beat the brakes off him, right?
Right.
And
but she just tell me what she found out.
Yeah. Now you. So how bad are you gonna beat him? If you don't kill him, how you gonna damn near kill him?
Yeah.
Because no matter what, every time you hit him,
you're a 15-year-old boy. Like,
every time you hit him, you're not. Every time you hit him with a punch or whatever you throw at him, you're gonna throw another one because you're gonna feel like you ain't doing enough damage.
I can see if it's to a grown man.
Yeah, you might hit him, knock him out, stomp him. You might kill him.
But I said, like I said, to rebuttal over what you're saying, I can see if it's a grown man.
It's a grown man.
No. A 15-year-old boy ain't no grown bro. That's not no grown man at all, bro.
That 15-year-old boy.
You see him
that 15-year-old boy.
I wish we could put this joint up on the screen.
That 15-year-old boy is a grown man, bro.
No, he's not a grown man.
Yo, he's a grown man.
No,
Man.
he's
Yeah.
not a grown man.
Yo, man.
15-year-old boy.
Mind, and listen,
he's
bro,
just freakier than a frog with a mustache.
Yeah,
he is not a grown
that's
man.
how I'm treating it. Like, you 15, you know better. At
So
15, you
that's
know
not
better.
a mistake.
What?
The act that he did.
I don't know. You know better, bro. You was talking about that. They said 5, 6 years old. They know better.
But I'm just saying, like, he might got an illness.
Yeah. Let's get him
Evidently, he got to have an illness if he went and not only are you touching a 4-year-old girl, but this is your sister.
He not, listen, man, 9 times out of 10, those people that had that sickness, man, 9 times out of 10, they got to go through all this. They got to go to jail. They got to come on with this. Them dudes be, not saying they can't be rehabilitated, but man, you got to take them out of the situation, man, and get them up out of here, because they're gonna do it again.
I agree with that.
The chances of them doing it, we can look at the numbers. It's the stats show they gonna do it. Yeah, he in high school, 9th grader.
Yeah, no, that's what.
Yeah, and these kids right here, and then the kid, a 3-year-old is in daycare.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
she trying to watch,
learn her ABCs and shit like that.
Yeah,
yeah.
And you want to do that? And you can't. You in high school, all them young girls in high school, and then it's an abundance of them, because a lot of young boys that age is in jail.
Yeah.
So now it's more for you.
Yeah.
And you want to come home and do this
to not only a little girl but your sister.
Yeah, your sister.
But does it warrant death?
Yes. If that would happen in the heat of the passion of seeing that,
I don't think I would have killed him though. I'd have beat the brakes off of him. If it was my son, I can honestly sit here and say I don't think I would have killed him, but I would have crushed him. I would 15, man, like, and then I'm seeing everything I'm hitting him with is crushing him. I don't care if he balling up or nothing. He's a little boy to me. I got superpower as this grown man.
Are you calling the cops after that?
Nah, bro.
You ain't calling the cops?
If I caught it, nah. My son. Only thing difference, if it wasn't my son, I'd have killed him. If being as though it's my son, he a 15-year-old boy, I'm gonna beat the brick. I'm talking about that nigga. That nigga don't know. He ain't gonna know if he a girl or boy after this ass whooping. After this, he gonna have a whole lot of understanding. But am I calling the cops? I don't think so. Are you?
Yeah. Like I said, I probably.
No. Yes or no? Let's get to this, and then we can go ahead and get to the rebuttal after you answer. Are you calling the cops? Because if you do call the cops, you gotta call him before you whoop his ass.
No, I ain't calling cops.
Yeah, I ain't calling the cops, man. I ain't calling the cops.
But
I ain't calling the cops.
But I would, if his mom called, I wouldn't be mad.
Or yeah. Now she did it. I ain't gonna be sitting there mad at her. But I'm not initiating the police in this. And if I could get to her before she do it, I would try to persuade her not to call the cops. But if she still went here and did it, okay, he brought that on himself ultimately. I still try and save your punk ass. I ain't trying to send you to jail. I'm just trying to give you the belt the ass. You know what I'm saying? But either way it go, I'm just saying me.